Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am bringing you another amazing recipe which is great for this festive period, also to be enjoyed on a lazy Sunday lunch. So the recipe today is a flatbread paratha. Now paratha is basically a Punjabi flatbread, but this recipe is inspired by the Malabar Parotta of Kerala, and it's from Chetna's Indian Feasts. I'm using a lot of this book right now because Feast, there's lots of lovely recipes I can use from here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful parotas. They're irresistible, I tell you that. The only thing to keep in mind is you need a little bit of resting time in this because that is really key. And you can't have a healthy version for this because you won't get flakiness if you don't use the right amount of oil. Let's get cooking. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell button right there. Right. It's a great thing to serve with any kind of curries you're planning to make over the festive period. Needs only few ingredients. Let me bring them out and start making the dough. First up, the dry ingredients. I'm going to take 300 grams of plain flour or multi-purpose. Then goes in a teaspoon of salt, and we're going to add 2 teaspoons of caster sugar. You can use white caster sugar as well, and just give it a mix. Next, I'm going to add a tablespoon of oil. Just use like a flavorless oil. Sunflower is the best, or rapeseed oil. I'm going to add 100 ml of whole milk to this. Bring it together. Now I'll get some water. So I have got here 80 ml of water, but as always, don't add it all together. Add a little at a time, and once you get the right soft dough, stop adding more. You might need a bit more sometimes. See, I've added a little bit more. I've added a bit too much basically, and I still got like little left. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of flour to this. That's exactly what I was saying, don't add it together, and then I did it myself. Anyways, that's fine. Now I'm gonna knead this for 4 to 5 minutes. You can knead it in the same bowl, or you can knead it on a clean surface, but make sure that you do knead it. Well, usually I say, just to knead, but this would be nice to actually knead a little bit. Right, this is the best way. I think flatbreads are so nice, and Paratha in the north, Parotta in the south. There are many other names for flatbreads all over the country, really. Coming back to Diwali for us, I think, as far as I remember, we would have puris for Diwali. Now, it didn't always have to be with aloo specifically. Puris was something I associate with Diwalis and other kind of festivals too, but mostly Diwali was, mom would make piping hot puris straight after puja, after we've done Diwali puja, and that's what I remember. So this time I am shaking things up, and I'm going to make these parattas for Diwali because they are so delicious. Oh my god, they are absolutely divine, and they go with anything you want to serve, whether it's a dal or a curry or a sabji, anything. Or if you really don't want to eat it with anything, with just some nice pickle or chutney. Oh, once you have got the dough nice and soft, it really does change the texture. It's so pliable already, and it's not even rested. It's such a nice dough. So you place it back in the bowl. I've got a slightly damp tea towel which I have. It's not like wet, it's just slightly damp. Don't use a dry tea towel because it'll dry out the dough. Either use a plate or like this, a tea towel. And now we rest it for half an hour, 30 minutes. Okay guys, we are back. It has actually been not 30 minutes. I left it for an hour because I had other things to do. You can leave it for 1 hour. Anyways, that is our lovely dough. And now I'm going to divide this into 4 portions because this much dough makes just 4 parattas. From this point onwards, we don't use flour at all. So for everything, we use some oil. So I've just got some oil in my hands, and I'm just going to roll it so that I can divide it into 4 portions easily. Now the job of the flour is finished. Right. Got such gorgeous dough. Now all I'm going to do is just fold it over just to make a nice smooth ball here. Then I'm gonna just take some oil. Don't let it go dry. Really nicely, generously. Like I said in the beginning, this is one recipe you cannot skim oil on. So yes, it's a recipe. It's something you'll make on special occasions. You won't have this every day. Then again, cover it really well. Now I'm going to use the same damp cloth and I'm going to cover these up and let them rest for another 30 minutes. And now I'm just going to cover. Right, so I have moved corners. I have brought this here because I can do it there, but I wouldn't be able to film it properly. So I'm going to film this properly here because this is now the fun bit, is to actually roll them out and make them and give them that flakiness that we need in that paratha. This has rested for half an hour, the 4 portions. I'm going to get 1 portion out. I have got a bowl of oil, sunflower oil, just sitting there, and now I'm going to show you how to roll this out. So like I said, you don't need any flour anymore. We only work with oil. So I'm just going to get a little bit of oil in here. I'm just going to get 1 portion, get the others covered up. Don't want to dry them out. And now we just roll. So you want as big a circle as you can make. In the book, I ask to get to like a 14-inch circle. If you want to make it thinner and bigger, then you can do that. So once you've reached like a basic size, just gonna put oil on top and then more oil. And then you just stretch it. You just stretch it. So when you see those professionals making this, they just roll it out and then la. But obviously, as you can see, I'm rubbish at that. I do it the home style. So I'm just gonna, the dough is so lovely at this point. Absolutely gorgeous dough. Just spread as thin as, look at that. Look how thin it is. So that is a lovely size circle. And then start rolling it like a fan, you know. And any cuts, holes is absolutely fine. So as many folds as you can get in there. Then you just roll it around your thumb, all those layers. There is your one. I'm going to do the same with the other 3. Maybe one day I need to learn that trick, but that day is not today. Then you just stretch and you stretch. Have you seen my filo video where Alex came and showed me how to make filo? That was such a fun video. You should see that because that filo is like, you know, so thin. Oh, amazing. Now we come to the rolling of this. Now you just want to roll this to like an 8-inch circle. If you press it, it definitely helps rolling it out. You have to put in a lot of force into this Parotha. Look at that. And now this goes on a hot pan, tawa, frying pan, whatever you are planning to use to cook this. Right, there we go. Once you have a really nice hot pan, that's when the paratha goes in. Just cook this for a minute. Because there is a lot of oil in there, you don't need to add oil straight away. You need to kind of let this cook a little bit before we add any more oil. And once you have cooked this on both the sides, beautiful, I'm going to add some more oil and crisp this up. That's how you get like crispy bits on the paratha, and then inside bit is really nice and soft. Oh, just look at that. Just stunning. I'm going to take this off and then cook this one as well. And once you have given it 1 second, it's really still very hot. Just use your hands and you get that. Look at those layers. And that's how you scrunch it up and serve it. So this roti is never kind of served full. It's always scrunched up, and if you like order it in restaurants or in kind of places, then this is how it comes. Paratha. Beautiful. This is paratha from Indian feast, and here it is ready to be enjoyed now. Okay, right, here it is. I would serve this with absolutely any dish you want, like I said earlier, or a chutney or a pickle. I'm telling you, it's such a special treat. I don't make this often at all because obviously you've seen it takes a lot of oil, but it tastes amazing. Special occasion calls for special recipes, special dishes, and this is exactly that. Hope you will like this parotha recipe. I hope you will try it. I have some green chutney here. So crispy on the outside and soft in the inside layers. And that is the magic of paratha. I hope you guys are going to try it. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you back here next week with another new recipe. Till then, don't forget to subscribe, and bye for now.